Yeah, good evening, guys. Welcome back to the Graphic Design Training. I believe we're doing great today. It's your boy Deco Graphics. Today, I want to show you how you can make a kind of a business poster on your Android smartphone using your PixelLab as usual. I'm going to show you step by step how you can even enhance the quality of your design. Kindly stay tuned and relax to watch to the end so that you can add more value to your design. The first thing to do is to set the background size. I want to use this particular background size called 130 by 130. Then you click OK. After that, the next thing we're going to do is to select the background. The background I want to use is this, which I got directly from PNG Hack. The PNG Hack, if you are confused about the website, this is the website. Just search pnghack.com. You'll have different kind of available resources that might interest you in your design. After getting that, then the next thing we're going to do is to select a kind of a layer. So I want to use this. For instance, this was done behind the screen. It is a shape kind of cut out so that I can put my text on it, since the background is somehow lighter. After selecting this, then the next thing to do is to bring the burger which I want to use. Having the burger being brought here, the burger was downloaded directly from Canva. If you are using a Canva, either Pro or free, you'll be able to access this. Download the one you actually wanted along with the schedule. After getting that, then we are going to bring other elements one after the other. I did some tricks here by blurring these particular images, which make it to be very awesome. I don't want it to show more further, and that was done using Canva. After that, all these elements, you might be wondering how I got them. I got everything one after the other from PNG Hack as well. Selecting this will have been better. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn on this, then use it to cut out this. Have everything locked. Getting to that, we are back to our gallery by bringing this in. Then we have this as our result. Then you enable the mask to cut out so that there won't be too much replication of a particular element. We'll go back to gallery by bringing other elements I had. So this is not actually necessary anymore since we already used one. We got to know this is not necessary anymore. Bringing this here, we will have to place it around this area. Heading back to the gallery, so I'm bringing this particular arrow that will show a kind of a writer which I'm going to add into that. Then after positioning that, then we'll bring the last but not the least towards the bottom. All these elements you might be looking at it, I downloaded based on my own intention and how I felt about how I want the design to be. And everything as you seen it, this is the half tomato, full tomato. Then I block everything using Canva. If you are following my tutorial, you will be able to see how I normally blur the elements. After done that, the next thing we're going to do, we make sure that everything is locked. Then we're heading back to our gallery, to our text area. We have best deal. Then the best font I want to use at this particular juncture is called archivo font. So using an archivo font could be the best around this particular corner. So I'm going to position that around there. Then after positioning that, I'm going to increase the size a little bit using my rotation tools to make sure that everything is actually aligned and properly placed so that it will look more real. After positioning that, you cross check. Then you have to change the color. Why? The color needs to be changed because of background color. Because the background color is somehow deep. Then the black color is somehow deep. We need a light background on top of a deep background. I mean the light color on top of a deep background. Going here, then you have to make it look real. Now after you gotten that, you can now increase by positioning it to the center. Moving in towards this particular edge could be the best. Then after that has been done, then we go back to the gallery, I mean to the text area. We have what we call a border. Having a border could be the best at this particular juncture. Then the next thing is to use a font that will be bold and captivating and draw attention. So I'm thinking of Anton. This Anton font is somehow bold, giant and bigger. It's very good whenever you are trying to give more hierarchy to a particular text. You have to increase it. Then we have different styles of giving an hierarchy to this. Go to the board, click on italic to make sure that you italize it. Then after italicing it, we are going to set this to make sure that everything is actually cool. Go into rotation area and have it set. Okay. So after that, you can move it up a little bit. Go to the padding to make sure that all the text is actually shown. After that has been done, then the next thing we're going to do is to give it a black color. Giving it a black color shouldn't be the problem, but make sure you copy, change the color to white. Don't apply stroke at this particular juncture. Then the next thing to do is to bring it to the back. Then when you look at it, it look awesome, beautiful. After that, you look at it critically. Are they not really bigger than enough? I'm thinking they are bigger than enough. So the next thing I'm going to do at that juncture is to have this being deleted so that I can leave it. Then I'm going to the space. Then close the space a little bit. After the space has been closed, you can now reposition. Close this place is a little bit. Check. It must be uniform. So we have -3. Then you can have the work being posted around this particular area. Then after that, if you discover it's too small, you can increase it by 3. Why this will be increased by 3 as well. And this is 2 to 3. We have 2 to 4. Okay, fine. So after that, we can have this being positioned around here. Okay, which is perfect. Okay. So after that, we can have this being positioned as well. So let this calm down a little bit while we have this being positioned around here. Okay, perfect. Make sure that the white actually shown to make the work easier and beautiful. Okay, after that, I'm having a problem with this. We have to make sure that it rotates to -11, while this is a -11 as well. So we can cross check to see how it look. You either bring this at the top or at the bottom to make it look awesome. Now um we have let's say we have our write up at this particular area where we have this weekend offer. Then go to the font and use taken by mountain. We have a font called taken by mountain, or I forgot the name, but it's something around mountain. So we'll have so we should be able to find that. The font is actually escaping my mind anyway, but I'm going to find that so we can actually use it. So let's look at this. It's not really work for it. So let's look at Monty. There's something like mm, so we can use other font. I forgot the name of the font actually. Okay, Beyond the Mountain. This is it. Beyond the Mountain. That's the font. So I like the font because it's actually, or you don't need to give any hierarchy into that because it actually work the way you want. So let this be -11. Then the font colors need to be changed to black. Give a space in between the alphabet to make it readable. Then we have this being set. Go back to your text area, having 50%. So after that, we go back to our font area. Then we have Bibas font. Skills. So we have Bibas font and we increase the size a little bit, just as this. Close the space in between the text. After the space has been closed, you have to reduce the size a little bit to make it look awesome. Then after that, we are going to shift that, putting it around this area or bringing it down. Then reducing the size will have been better. Go back to the space in between the letter, increase it a little bit. Then come to the color, then you change the color to red. If you are not sure, click on plus sign, click on color picker, tap on this and copy the color. Pick the color from there so that the color will be right. After that, copy. Then you edit by right saved. Then bring the save back here. Go back to the B style. Then you click on slant. That is italize the object. After italizing, go back to the space in between the letter and you increase it a little bit. Now come to the position movement, then you give a space in between it. And this is awesome. If you are not sure whether all the text is shown, then go to padding and you will release it. If your save is going beyond the line, you can reduce to make sure that everything is properly aligned. Leave a breathing, there be breathing space in between the objects. After that, we are making sense. We go back here by for further information. For further information, here we might decide not to change the alphabet, the font type, but go here, but making sure you apply the new color to make it more deeper. You can actually bold it as well to make it readable. After that has been done, you can increase the size a little bit. Then you copy this letter. After copying, then you put the phone number of your choice. Let's say I want to add my phone number. So adding the phone number should be something of easy. Let me show you a trick. You could discover that everything is scattered now. Why? Because of no update. The PixelLab is lagging. Click on three line dots here and click on recover autosave. Click on the first at the top, then click OK. You should be able to retrieve your work back. But it means the last option was saved when everything was scattered. Click and click on the second one. Then you should retrieve your work back. You can see, right? So the last work will not be shown. So you can go further by type what you did, further information. So repeat the same previous process. Then you go to the color, adding a more better color. Go here, have it positioned properly. Copy and edit. Put in your phone number. Put in my phone number will be the best. So I have my phone number here, or let it be like this 660781. So having that, you can increase the size and have it positioned around there. But you make sure the text arrangement are not overlapping. Reduce the size very well to make sure that everything actually fits in. Let there be space in between the letter to make it readable. Very important. Alignment are very important as well. Make sure the plus sign is at the line of the folder so that it can look more real. After that has been achieved, copy the folder information, then have it edit by putting only burger. So I have only burger at gmail.com. Cool. Then we'll have that being positioned here. Turn on your grid, click on settings to make it properly aligned. You can put that as a kind of a demarcation. Then after that has been put, then the next thing to do is to just leave a space in between. Make sure that everything is properly arranged. We'll have that been done. Then you put the website. So we'll have www.onlyburger.com. Now have this properly placed around this particular area. Okay, perfect. Let it be closer a little bit. Let this be closer a little bit. Now you see the two is already work. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So the next thing to do to make sure everything is properly done, I'm thinking of changing the font anyway, but let's just maintain that to make it really okay. So I'm relieving this a little bit as well. So the breathing space has been created. Then the last but not the least, you go to the shape. Your radius should be cropped. Then you look at it to measure. After that, to reduce the size to a bare minimal level. Okay, perfect. So after that has been set, then the next thing to do is to look at it properly. Then you can re-edit it. Okay, then position here. Okay, perfect. Then you can reposition here. Cool. So after reposition to the center, what we need to do is to go to our color picker, enable and click on plus sign. Use the color picker to tap the color from the yellow. Then you copy. Reposition down. Then you are going to use the red color. Use it a kind of a stroke by placing it and let the yellow be showing at the bottom. Just as perfect as this. The line shouldn't be what? The yellow shouldn't take much position, but let it be showing like a lace. Then you copy using the Bibas font by typing order now. Order now. Okay, perfect. After that has been done, since we have a yellow color, we can use the color, copy it, change it to white. Then you can use your relative position to centralize perfectly. We have our work being done. As you can see, everything is actually plumb. Okay, after that has been done, we can see that we are satisfied with everything we did here. Then the next we can do, so I'm thinking of adjusting this because it's not properly done. So best deal should be italicized. Click on this and I have the best deal being italicized to make sure that everything really go the way we actually want it. Very cool. Then after that has been achieved, we can go ahead by saving our work. Okay, saving the work. Okay, good, good. So after our work will be saved, I will teach you another thing which you might not think of. At times, after done your work, if you want to save it as a project, you discover after getting back, everything will be distorted and there's nothing you can do. You can't see the work being arranged anymore. It will be very difficult to bring it back together. Then I will teach you what you are going to do. What you are going to do is this. Just go by plus sign, click on three line dots, click on this and look for any design you have made before. Any design. It could be this. Then when you have this, position it here. You see as a background. Then you will go and bring another background which you use. Just position it here. You can spread it, but you can have your work being saved like that. Let's say I want to say burger. Okay, cool. Then if you want to see the work back, you can click on that my project and click on this. Then you can see that one that has already been designed will show, so your work will not be what distorted. Then you can use the background. Since you want to use it, you can send it to the back. You have your work back. That is that. The second things I want to show you how to now enhance your design. Go to an application called Snapseed. You can get it on the Play Store. Click on plus sign and you bring the design we just made. After that, then you can go to the last edit, the one I've done before. Then you can see how it look. We can compare. You see the previous design, look at the new design. See the previous design, look at the new design. But don't let us do that. One thing we are going to do, this is the interface. Immediately you open, you can select all these templates to change your design and you can do your own normally. Let's select on portrait. You say select on smooth, select on pop-up. So if you don't want any of those or you like this, it's better. But let us assume we don't use any of those. Click on tools, go to the tone image. After getting to tone image, you don't increase the brightness. Go to contrast, increase it a little bit to 20, saturation a little bit, ambience a little bit. A light should be more, but not as much as that. Shadow should be added or reduced or hardened. You'll be looking at the screen. Okay, let it be added a little bit. Then click OK. Compare. Look at it. Compare. Good. Click on detail. Structure should be much. Sharpening should be much as well. Click OK. Go to the curve. Tap on here, this icon. Click on the red. Then you bring this arrow up. Then you can see. Bring it up a little bit. Cool. The green should be up a little bit, but not as that. Okay, cool. The blue should be down a little bit. Cool. Now let's compare. Look at our previous work. Look at the real one. Look at the previous work. Look at the editing one. It's not ended. We can now go to the toner where we have this. Then we increase the size. Go to the mid tone. Let's plus it a little bit. Low tone a little bit. Protect shadow should be a little bit. We'll go to protect our light should be done. Then we'll have this cross check. Look at the work. So after that, we still go back, go to the glamour glow, increase a little bit. Go to saturation a bit. It's plus sign but minus, reduce the minus. Then the warm is not necessary. Check the work. You can see it's adding, it enhances it more. Now that that has been done, I'm satisfied. You can click on saved. Then you say we are perfect with our design. Thanks for watching. I believe we'll learn something from here. God bless you.